So they discuss, they survive, they impact. So let us give a quick look at how they probe. They probe the target. They want to say whether this guy, what time they are coming, what type of application you are using. They will try to understand your system. Then they will use phishing email, malicious flash to get inside and open the door. And they install the malware. Once they install the malware, they take the information from inside to outside, bypassing your firewalls. And then once the information available from the command and control, then they can exploit. They can install the ransomware and they can lock the data, encrypt the data, and then ask you money to decrypt it. Okay, so that's what happens. So best example is South Korea attack. Okay, so if you have the complete visibility, if you know the zero-day malware used, if you know that, you can block. Otherwise, they can get inside the system and create big damage. So what is required? You need to create something called sandboxing. What is sandboxing? It checks it when the spam mail comes, the sandboxing system before it goes to your PC. Okay, before the spam email gets into your PC, I create a simulation here. This simulation, I try to click the email and make sure is it the right email or not. So sandboxing is something like where I try to create a simulation to make sure that it doesn't harm the system. It doesn't harm the end user or end website or the server. So in the sandboxing environment, if it is if I find this is a spam or it is a malicious website or it is going to the command and control center, what will happen? It is blocked in this sandbox itself before it infects the actual system. Are you able to understand? So sandboxing is something called advanced persistent threat persistent system, protection system, APP. So it makes sure before it infects the system that simulation is happening in the sandboxing environment and identify the real threats and stop it before it reaching the end user. So it's called advanced persistent threat. Yes, I had anti-spam, web filtering, IPS, antivirus, but still, if you don't execute using a sandboxing environment, your system can be compromised using zero-day attack. So now everyone use zero-day attack. So what's required? Antivirus, web filtering, bot and app control, everything is fine, but at the end you also need to have the sandboxing, which is a behavioral analysis. Okay, you try to understand the behavior and make sure whether it is legitimate traffic or illegitimate traffic. So they have created a cyber threat intelligence. It uses Fortinet, McAfee, Palo Alto, Symantec, Cisco, all of them together. You can go to the site cyberthreatintelligence.com. .org, where they share information across multiple vendors, multiple antivirus, anti-malware vendors, and they know what's happening at this point of time in the web, what type of attack is happening. Okay, and then they try to help us to protect the system. So this is the entire cybersecurity threat landscape. We have covered what is cybersecurity, how secured we are, and then we talked about the intention of an attack, like whether it is they want to have, what is the intention, what kind of knowledge they have, how they access. Okay. Then we also talked about different type of hackers. It could be insiders, it could be criminal, it could be a government, it could be activists. Then we also talked about what type of tools they are using, like social engineering or malware. In social engineering, what are the different types? They use phone calls, they use spam emails, you know. So there are different methods they use. So then malware is where they install a program into your system through which they control and take away all your critical and personal information. Okay. And finally we saw how we can stop this threat. It is not enough to have only antivirus. It is not enough to have only application control. It is not enough to have only web filtering. It is not enough to have only IPS, but we also need to have what? Behavior analysis. Okay, and using sandboxing. This is called advanced persistent threat, APT, or advanced threat persistence, ATP. Okay, so that is done by sandboxing. These tools are available right now, so that is the only way to protect even from unknown threats. Okay, and you can, as I said, also you can go to this site where you can see what are the collaboration, how they are working together. So with this, I end my presentation. Now the floor is open for any questions if you have. Can you stop the recording?